Hi class, this is my response for dq4. The question says to list the strengths and the weaknesses for the integrative model. Some of the strengths for the integrative model is that it is an inclusive approach to counseling. Counselors have the flexibility of incorporating many different techniques from different theorists to work collaboratively to meet the needs of the client. It is definitely a way to approach the client from a perspective that allows you flexibility and not feel regimented in your therapeutic techniques and skills. It incorporates different modalities, of course, but also even in the counseling session when different needs arise for the client, you're able to draw back and know that you're not just a psychodynamic theorist, or you're not just a existential theorist, and it's okay to utilize that. Some clients respond well to one theory versus another, and every client presents differently with what they're struggling with. Another strength I would say is that it is just a way to bring different moving parts to make a whole and not be wrong in that approach, and knowing when it's time to utilize one technique versus another. Some weaknesses to this approach, I would say one of the weaknesses is that it's so flexible. If you're going in a certain direction with a client, let's say, for example, making sure you're giving them positive regard, and a situation comes up and you're so used to pulling from all different directions, you can sometimes find yourself going in a circle, and you can sometimes find yourself missing some things because you have so many options to choose from. So I definitely think it's a catch-22. I definitely think that it requires a certain level of skill to integrate the different theories. And also, if you're not strong in a particular theory, when drawing on it, it can be counterproductive at times, because it just depends on the timing, honestly, and if the client is ready to go there with that. So I would say that is definitely one weakness of the theory, of the integrative approach. I think overall, I'm very pro integrative approach because of the flexibility that it has. And as a counselor in training, having the opportunity to get my feet wet and to see what works and what doesn't, and with what clients presenting with particular problems, one theory would be most effective. For example, if you're dealing with a client with BPD versus if you're dealing with a client that's just dealing with a lot of anxiety, is definitely opportunity for me to explore. So I would say that's my overall take on the integrative approach. Thanks.